We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. A little over a month left in the regular season. Let's take a look at the top rookies as we break down the race for Rookie of the Year. Look at Richardson. There have been times where he's shown his potential. As of now, he is in the conversation for the award.
What a journey it has been for this tremendous crop of youth joining the NBA this year. Truly, it's been fun to watch.
And you know what? Every year is a little different, but this year is really special in terms of the quality of the depth. When you look at the talent of these incoming players, you'd be hard-pressed to match it in recent years.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And for the Magic, down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bain and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. 4 on the shot clock. It's LeVert on the wing. Fires from the corner. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Orlando's front office, Clark, has made it clear they're turning the page on the rebuild, entering the win now phase.
And the reason they're able to make that shift, Kevin, is because they drafted 2 franchise cornerstones. Banchero and Wagner develop quickly and have a lot of runway in front of them.
LeVert from outside. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero up top. LeVert defending. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Wagner looking it over. Inside. And then Carter with the jam.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
And Duran slams it in.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Cunningham against Suggs. Payne for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bain is historically good from three-point.
LeVert kicks to Cunningham. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now, here's Wagner. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That's on Jalen Duran.
Team foul.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
Well, when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the 2 things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championships, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Both free throws good from Wagner. It has been a heck of a season already, Clark, and we're just getting to the really good part of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, everybody is stepping up the intensity now. You can see it and feel it. It seems like every game counts for more than just one game as teams fight for position in the standings.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Floats one, and it's Wagner with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now, here's Bain. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. And he comes up with the deuce.
Stopping and shooting. Bain showing how little prep his shot needs.
Suggs against Harris. The kick out to Bain. Here's Cunningham. The shot, no good. Great defense that time from Banchero. Suggs passes to Banchero. The shot. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Orlando making a change here. Black's checked in. And here's a look at some numbers for Jalen Suggs.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Can they get it? Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
That's good from Harris.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
And so he makes both from the line. And Clark the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a 5-point game. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Now, Bain, following Tobias Harris's 3-point attempt. Here's Suggs. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game is taking the biggest jump.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one thing about Jalen Suggs, he takes a ton of pride in his defense. I mean, he's shut down some really good scorers in this league.
Good on both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
It's LeVert on the wing. Cunningham kicks to Harris. To the inside. Pocket 4. And Curran slams it in.
Tobias Harris.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now, here's Banchero. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Houston. Over Harris. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
LeVert the pass to Harris. Releases from 15. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, he's an elite shooter with a lot of sweet spots. Defenses have to mark and keep an eye on Harris from mid-range.
Pass to Bane. Orlando moving the ball around. LeVert with a wide open look. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
You know, I think this is big for LeVert's confidence because the more he connects from distance, I think the more dangerous he'll become as a shooter and offensive player.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Orlando. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Pistons, a few slots below them.
And I think for the Pistons, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Cunningham looking it over. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And stolen by Harris. And he converts the layup. Harris has got his second basket of the night. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Detroit.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Out to Harris, lets it go from deep, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Bane, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thompson passes to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. Harris has got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 3. Here's Black. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Banchero against Harris. Banchero kicks to Bane. 3 on the clock. Back to Banchero. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
Well, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Now Cunningham. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Now, here's Banchero. Here's De Silva. No scoring in this one. Bane inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by Bane.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And so here's Orlando. After the basket by Detroit. In the corner, it's Bane. Banchero less screen on Thompson. And a wide open look for Bane. And the jumper falls for him. He's got 9.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back over to you, Kevin.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. The Magic trail by 5. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Banchero against Harris. Left side, Bain. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Bain's got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando. Cunningham up top. Black defending. Cunningham outside. He can't get it to go. Here's De Silva. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
The Pistons leading. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Holland. He's out there with Isaiah Stewart. Kevin Huerter is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in at the point. Huerter passes to Stewart. A 3-ball. Huerter, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here's Wagner. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass all around, and just his effort level was off the chart.
And the Pistons making a change here. Quinman's checked in.
Bobby Quinman.
Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Black, following the bucket by the Pistons, and finished off by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
And, well, Detroit shooting here about 46% for the game. So, Clark, when you watch Anthony Black, size, playmaking, defense, a lot to like here.
That is a fact, for sure. The 6th pick in 2023. Shooting was the question mark, still is a bit, but I tell you, that's the one area of the game you've seen over the years. Many players make great strides in refining their shot because of the work they put into it. I don't think he's going to be any different.
Here's Jenkins. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Jenkins got his first points in this one.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wagner. Banked in off the glass. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is where you want Wagner to have the ball, right under the bucket where he can do the most damage.
Now here's Jenkins, defended by Carter. And Jenkins kicks to Stewart. Robinson for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Wagner. Defense is right there. That ties the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Stewart. And here is Jenkins. With the crossover, he takes it up and lays it in. Jenkins got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Magic timeout.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Then you know what to do.
For the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Suggs in for Carter.
Substitution on
And the
the floor.
Pistons making a change here. Wagner as screen on Cunningham. There's the triple. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Suggs. Wagner's got 7 points.
And if Wagner can become a consistent threat from deep, watch out now, because then he'll be borderline unstoppable.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Robinson.
And the Pistons lead by 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's good.
Black is a strong finisher inside, and he can go either power or finesse, whatever is called for.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Back to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. LeVert finds Cunningham. And the 3 off target. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the 2nd quarter. Black. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now, here's Thompson. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. LeVert in the corner. Detroit, no good that time either. Orlando leading by 3. And here's Wagner. That one good for 2. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Harris. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net, and right now, Harris is simply balling out.
Cunningham against Suggs. Black with it. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over LeVert. Black, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
LeVert finds Harris. Oh, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Anthony Black. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duran, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Coming into this having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Now, here's Banchero. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Duran slams it in.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
Here's Suggs. And he drops it in from the low post. Suggs has got it all tied up now for the Magic. The Pistons have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Cunningham's shot is off.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
And it's Suggs missing.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Here's Cunningham. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Banchero, here we go. And it goes down 2 points.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Now here is Harris. He's got 16. Over Banchero. Harris's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now, here's Suggs. A 17-point game for him in the win against Houston.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Down low. And Duran slams it in.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Batadze setting a screen for Suggs. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, Banchero. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Payne for 3.
After a really sharp shooting first quarter, not shooting as well here in the second.
Pass to Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Black. He's got 5. Banchero, a screen on LeVert. Black driving to the basket. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Pass to Harris. To the paint. And it's denied. Suggs looking around. 1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's good, 2 points.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, you know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
And here's Banchero after Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Can't hit from 12. Cunningham against Suggs. Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. Here's Harris. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a three-point Detroit lead.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Banchero. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Sinks that one from the post. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Orlando making some changes. Carter comes in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Franz Wagner in for Black. Cunningham kicks to Harris. To the inside. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Tobias Harris.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
And just yet, officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Replay center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. And the new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Pistons. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the foul. This is out there for Orlando.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham for three. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his fifth rebound in this one. And here is Suggs. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Magic. Pass to Harris. Great defense that time from Banchero. Orlando trailing here. Carter outside. Back to Banchero. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Harris.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
The Magic shooting their sixth and seventh free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, Clark, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Pass to Thompson, trying his luck from deep. Detroit, no good that time either.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Suggs finds Bain. Here's Banchero for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Here's Harris. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Bounce pass Wagner. Banchero inside. Harris is there. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to LeVert. Latre drills it from outside. LeVert's got his second basket of the night.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Carter with a screen on top. Wagner kicks to Bain. Down low, 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Duren. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Wagner passes to Suggs. Banchero a screen on LeVert. Clock at 6. Payne for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Here's Cunningham. He's off on that one. Suggs with some nice defense. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to Bain for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 14 tries. That's 62% so far.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Cunningham with it. He has 5. Looking to end his cold spell. Good on the shot. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Banchero dishes to Suggs. Over Cunningham. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Duren with a screen on Suggs. With a tie. Shots good by Duren. Duren's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Banchero right side. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Over Harris. And it's Banchero missing. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. For the lead, LeVert from outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 6 assists here tonight. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Franz Wagner. The Magic trail by 3. Black finds Banchero. Wagner against Duran. Wagner passes to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Suggs screen on Harris. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Banchero's got 9 points now in the quarter. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Cunningham passes to Harris. From down in the low post, it goes. Harris has got 25 points in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Banchero lets screen on Thompson. Here's Bain. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Pistons leading by 3. Pass to LeVert. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. LeVert's got 11 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And your Lakers dance crew.
The Magic making a switch here. De Silva's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Jenkins checked in. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Harris with it. Picked up by Banchero. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the triple.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
And Banchero on the follow.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
And so it's Detroit with it. Now here's Jenkins. Harris passes to Jenkins. Three-pointer drops in the tray. Jenkins got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Wagner finds Banchero. It's Black in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Detroit leading by 3. Jenkins the pass to Harris. Good, nice job down low. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, you can't allow Harris to get comfortable there now, guys. I mean, once he gets the positioning he wants, you're toast.
Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Pass to LeVert. It's deflected. On the wing, Thompson. And again, Detroit with the 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
A fader. Off the iron that time. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Jenkins the pass to Harris. Wagner with the block.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Boy, he put some plaster on that one.
Pass to De Silva.
2 minutes.
Now Bain. 23 points in the game. 6 to shoot. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Pistons leading by 8. LeVert from outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Going inside and finished off by Banchero.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Detroit's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Banchero, and it's Carter in for Bain. And a different look here for the Pistons. Reedy's checked in for Duren. Stewart comes in for Harris. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for LeVert. .124 left to play in the third. Robinson finds Cunningham, and he's good on the 3-ball. Cunningham's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass to De Silva. And they're running. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers for the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the free throw, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Here's Robinson. Black grabs the board. Black's got his 6th rebound on the night. Looking to get back on track here.
Catching the defender just a little bit out of position allowed Black to earn a trip to the line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Your Magic, Anthony Black. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Black.
A guard with outstanding size and really impressive playmaking abilities. For Anthony Black, it's really about continuing to develop as a scorer.
And Black drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
First trip to the line for him here.
Robinson at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. The Magic trail by 11. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Wagner on the wing. He's got 9, and the shot is good. Wagner's got 11 points.
At 6'10", you love the versatility that Franz Wagner provides. I mean, this guy's very effective in the two-man game.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Detroit as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we've got Duncan Robinson. Kevin Huerter is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Cunningham, and it's Jenkins in at the one. Hands it from downtown. De Silva's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Magic. And stolen by Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Carter. Pass to Wagner. Black in the post, covered by Cunningham, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up.
First team foul. At the line for your Magic, Anthony Black. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. Pistons leading by 5. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Robinson kicks to Jenkins. From deep. Good work defensively by Carter. And for the Magic, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Pass to De Silva. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jenkins, the pass to Robinson. Inside. Here's Stewart. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Magic. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Wagner finds Black. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. Detroit, no good that time either. To tie it up. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Huerter against Carter. To the middle. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Wagner a screen on Cunningham. Fires the 3. And it's Wagner missing. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Jenkins. Huerter kicks to Cunningham. Back to Huerter. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 8th assist in the game. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Mo Wagner. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Javon Carter. Harris is checked in for Detroit. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Pass to De Silva. Here's Wagner. The offensive rebound. Itadze. No good with the layup. Detroit leading by 7. Pistons passing it around. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
So he gets them both. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Suggs passes to Wagner. Pass to De Silva. There's Itadze and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Suggs with some nice defense. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to De Silva. Here's Itadze. Shot clock at 6. And it's Suggs missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Rough start for him, for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Itadze. Wagner on the wing. Guarded by Robinson. Wagner kicks to Suggs. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Suggs clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
Cunningham inside. Working on Black. Cunningham gets the bucket.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Itadze, a screen on Robinson. Bounce pass Wagner. Itadze finds Wagner. Pass to De Silva. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Jenkins.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had 1 since.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Jenkins. Here's Harris. Cunningham outside. Pass to Thompson. Bain against LeVert. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Good work defensively by Carter. The Magic trail by 9. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Outside, Bain. Van Carroll looking around. nice jump shot from the top of the key. Banchero's got 23.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Cunningham, a screen on Bain. Pass to Duran. For three, Harris. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Suggs, screen on Cunningham. That one's in there, but a short lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Suggs.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. There's the lob to Carter. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter. He will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Pistons leading by 3. Thompson passes to Duran. And here's Cunningham. That 3 off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And Banchero passes to Suggs. 5 to shoot to tie it up. Banchero, that's good. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Banchero does a great job of just staying on balance when attacking off the bounce. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Pistons shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Harris. To Duran. Bain with the steal. Here's Suggs.
Really good aggressive take from Suggs, giving the defense no choice but to foul him there.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Jalen Suggs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Suggs. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Both free throws good from Suggs. The Pistons leading. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Here is Harris. Jacks up a 3. It's good.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them. Wagner, one of those guys that loves to deliver when it matters most.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for Orlando, Franz Wagner. Shooting 1.
We come to expect this from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
Levert against Bain. Here's Cunningham. Harris fires and get the three. Suggs with the ball. Ben Carroll, a screen on Cunningham. Ben.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Carter. Just 4 to shoot. To take the lead. Up again. Another chance. He gets the bucket on the lay-in.
Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there.
Here's Durant, and he jams it in. The guys here in the fourth quarter. Still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Carter sets the pick for Van Carroll. Wagner. Rebounded by Thompson. A minute 20 left in the fourth. Cunningham outside. Off. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Ben Carroll, a screen on Cunningham. Strong move off the glass.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Thompson, down he goes for three.
Monster plays from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
On the court,
Now, here's Bain.
And the guy knows how to score. Bain manipulating the D there to his advantage.
4th team foul. At the line for your Magic, Desmond Bain. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Bain drops them both.
Can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Game clock separated by 5. Cunningham cleared away by Carter.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Wagner. Banchero outside. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Karis LeVert is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center. Here's LeVert, just 5 on the clock. And he does not hit. Wagner against Thompson. And the shot will go down.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Now Harris. Cleaves it in off the window.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Carter with the screen. Wagner misses the deep three. And, well, Detroit shooting 47%, pretty solid. Thompson. Outside Cunningham. Another shot. Doesn't get that one. The Magic shooting at 51%. Really solid. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
The Pistons trailing. Cunningham outside. Harris. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando.
Wagner's a forward that just has a lot of ability. I mean, he does everything. He can score, rebound, and move well without the rock, too. His versatility, impressive.
For your Magic, Franz Wagner, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Wagner.
When you look at Franz Wagner, I mean, he's got height and skill, and he really knows how to play. He's got a great understanding and feel for the game. He's just one of those versatile, high-level performers that you love to watch play.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Thompson outside. And the unlikely three will not fall.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They've got to keep it up.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Magic leading by 6. It's stolen by Duren. Banchero against Cunningham.
And, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
First team foul. Shooting for the Pistons, Tobias Harris, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Magic leading by 5. Now Wagner. Here's Bain. Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now Duran. Does not go in. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. Banchero against Harris. Wagner fires. Duran pulls it down. Pistons trailed by 8. Duran with the screen on Bain. Cunningham. Oh, that's offensive interference. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Now Bain, stolen by LeVert. Now Harris. And here's Cunningham. Driving the lane. 6 on the shot clock. From 19, that one goes.
You know, this is why they go to LeVert, guys, because he's shown he can come through for his teammates.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Assault, Thompson. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And they double up Wagner. Clock at 6. Here's Carter. Banchero, a 3-pointer. Good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Duran hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
You know, this overtime has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly fatigued.
So the Magic win it. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra quarter to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination of everyone.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Alan LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.